Hi guys, good evening and welcome back. So today, I'll try to share my interview experience with LTI Mindtree. So they sent me an invite for an estate position for different levels of experience. Mine was 5+ years of experience. So then I acknowledged the invite, and the interview was on Saturday. So there were two rounds in the interview. First round is also technical, and second round is also technical. So my first round was very good actually. So he asked me to solve a problem. He gave me a string. So that string I need to reverse it by words, not the entire string, guys. So here there the logic goes. So you have to reverse the words, not the entire string. So for that, you have to split the entire string into the string array based on the words. Each and every word will be having its own spaces to differentiate, right? So based on that, we have to split the string using the split method, so which will return as a string array. So using that string array, so we have to write a loop to iterate through each word in that string array. So once after iterating, while iterating, we have to convert that word into the character array, and then we have to reverse it from the ending position. So then we have to collect it in a one temporary reverse string variable, and we have to collectively iterate through all the words in that particular string. So then for each and every word, it will reverse in the second for loop, and after the second for loop, we have to add one space. So we have to use concat, using concat or using the plus operator, we can do that. And final output should be the word should be reversed, and including the spaces. So that is the logic, so that we have to write. So I wrote it. So and I was very impressed with my coding and debugging skills. So and next question, couple of questions I asked me regarding the XPath. So basically, say for example, you wrote one XPath, so which is locating two element with the same XPath. So how do you differentiate, so which is which? So the indexing concept, we can do it, right? So the whole XPath we can put it in one bracket, and in the array in the array format, so we can specify the index, say for example 1 or 2, like that. So if it is 1, it will the meaning is, so it is the first element. So like that. So and also few couple of other questions I asked. So obviously the first question will be the introduction. So we have to introduce ourselves, and both the rounds were technical rounds, and a few other Selenium and test engine related questions he asked. So those are very basic questions. So then after completion of the first round, so they told me you got selected for the second round. So then I was waiting for the second round. After lunch, they took for the second round. So the second round was very interesting, guys. So because they were asking a little bit in-depth questions in the second round. Say for example, how do you find the number of occurrence in the character in the string? So again, same thing. So they gave me one string, so I have to find out the how many times each character has occurred. So using the hash map, we can do that, right? So we can create an object of the hash map class, and we can convert that string into the character array. And while iterating it, so we can check one condition, if it is contains already in the map, so we can increment the value by 1. And if it is not containing, so then we can just write map that put whatever the character and the value as one static value. So and at the end, if I print system.out.println map, so it will give me what are the how many characters has occurred how many times, like that. So that problem he gave me, and I solved the problem, so which was very nice. And after that, he asked me some more problems, how do you find an element in that particular say for example there will be a string. So you have to how do you find the particular word in that particular string? So that is also simple, right? You can split it, and you can iterate it, and you can write one if condition in the for loop, and you can find the element is found or the word is found, like that. So like that, a few more questions test ng, how do you do data driven testing, and how do you read the values from the Excel and all. So all those can be done. So because as they are utility files, so we have to put it in a util class, and by giving the, I mean, we can create a static method in the utils class, and we can call it by using as using the class name, and we can call it, and it will return one two-dimensional array. So in the data provider annotation method, so we can specify, and we can return the same object. So wherever the data driven method is getting called, so these data will be supplied to the that particular test method. So like that I explained, so he was very okay with that. And also few other questions like regarding what are the technologies that you worked, and how do you do the API testing. So and he did not go much into the API testing because the requirement is for the automation testing. So because of the test automation, so he did not get into the API testing, but still he covered some of the surface level questions like what are the different types of the request you work with, and what are the status codes, and how do you validate the APIs. So what are the different types of status codes available, like that. So after that, that day only they told me you were also the second round is also got selected, so the HR will get back to you, like that. So after 2-3 days I got a mail, because as it was Saturday, I got a mail on Tuesday saying that you have to submit your documents. So then I submitted my documents. Then after submitting the documents, there was one more HR discussion regarding the salary. Through telephonic it happened. So through the telephonic, so they discussed what are the packages, I mean what are the budget thing which is available for that particular role. So because since I had one more offer, so there was a counter offer for me. So based on that, so they gave me the package. So they matched it actually. So they gave me the package, and after that, so there were one more small short kind of a call to take, just to take the screenshot. So and after that, after a few days after verifying all the documents and other stuff, so they sent me an offer letter. So then if you have to remain thing, we have to accept the offer letter, and we have to go through the other process. So that's all, guys. So that's how my interview process went with the LTI Mindtree. So it was very good experience, and it was very good to solve such good problems. So they asked me very good problems. So yeah, so finally